Welcome in, Dark Hearts. I'm Wolfie.
And Mooney, and this is your Nerd Network News.
Today is part 2 of our review of My Hero Academia's Season 7. The battles themselves are another part of the great chess match between heroes and villains, with some surprising moves and aces up the sleeves of both sides. Even by the ending cliffhanger of the season, there's not a clear winner between the heroes and the villains.
Y'all, we have to bring up Endeavor's character growth. We've seen Endeavor give them the cold shoulder and not even bother interacting with his family. And throughout the years of all the abuse that he put them through, he owed them an apology for everything that he did. And he follows through with that apology by holding himself accountable for his past and going into the future. Dark Hearts, we gotta bring up, with all the seriousness and sadness going on with this war arc, the small humorous bits, like Mario showing his butt to distract Shigaraki, and him bawling his eyes out, terrified, while his moon is in the air. Y'all, that was probably the funniest bit out of the entire series, and we needed that. Jumping back into the seriousness, Tentacle's speech to the other Animorphs brought up a lot of real-life issues that are going on in our world right now.
The dialogue this season definitely gets 5 out of 5 Dark Hearts. They were not afraid to take on so many social issues and walk a very fine line with how they present those issues with how they parallel real-life social injustices. Endeavor's big speech is done in such a brilliant way. When he literally faces himself, he doesn't make any excuses for his bad behavior. Rather, he hopes to be the example for the younger generation so that they can make better choices and handle their emotions better than he did. And then we flash forward to Bakugo doing just that. It's definitely a powerful message in the series that outside of All For One, who is holding the strings, most of the people who end up being labeled as villains and act as such were people who are vulnerable to his manipulations due to experiencing prejudice in their day-to-day lives. In fact, there's an argument to be made that the true villain in My Hero Academia is social injustice.
If you want to talk about a character that plays 4D chess and beyond, All For One has every single piece, knows all the moves before you even make them. We have seen his final form. He is stronger than he was in his prime. This is terrifying, and the entire world of My Hero Academia is at stake. All these large-scale battles are affecting the weather systems around the world. To be honest, that's one thing that we never see in a lot of anime, where weather systems across the world can be affected by such inhuman powers and drastic temperature changes. And then we're left on a cliffhanger where we're asking ourselves, is Sir Night-Eye's prediction of All Might going to be correct? Don't spoil it, manga readers. Don't do it! They're going to take those last 30 chapters and put them into Season 8. As of this recording, there is no official release date yet on Season 8, but you guys are going to know here first. And until then, Dark Hearts, I got a peach for ya!
NNN would like to thank our listeners for tuning in.
And our radio sponsor, 88.1 FM, KVSC, your sound alternative. And Woodforia, DJs, photography, and more. You can get a quote for your special event at MinnesotaProDJ.com.
Make sure you like and subscribe to DarkHeart_Studios on YouTube, hit that bell, and follow our socials for full video versions of NNN, interviews, and live events coverage.
Thank you for tuning in, Dark Hearts. This is Mooney.
And Wolfie, signing off.